You are live. Hey y'all. I'm getting my electronics here together. Thank you for watching. Welcome on live. And of course, I'm going to check. There we go. Check and make sure that you guys are hearing me. Even though, I check on my the platform that I'm on, there's a mic check and a camera check. But I like to check at least one of the other streaming devices where it's streaming to, where this broadcast is streaming into, to make sure that you guys can hear me. So I checked that, and yes, you can hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Bess Parks, and I want to welcome you to the um, day five of the 5-day Single Moms Grow Your Village Challenge. So, as single moms, okay, so as single moms, we especially need a village to help us to raise our children, and even though it may seem like and the pressure feels like it's all on us and that we're the only ones doing anything, there are people and other there are people out there that are helping us to do what we do as single moms. Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining live. Thank you for joining live, whether you're in the private Facebook group, the Single Moms Club, or if you are on the Single Moms Level Up YouTube channel. It's also streaming there. So, this is day five again of the 5-day Single Mom Grow Your Village Challenge. And today I'm just going to get right into it, y'all. Well, actually, let me just kind of recap a little bit some of the things that we talked about, because this is the 5th day. So, this is the last official day of the challenge. But I always leave the challenge up, the replays up, through all the way through Tuesday after the challenge. So that gives anybody that couldn't watch during the week because of work and scheduling, whatever, or other things that they had to do, so they have some time to go back and watch the replays. Now, since these are only 30-minute sessions, you can sit there and binge watch all of the sessions in 2.5 hours. That's a movie. That's one movie. Most movies now run 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So that's a movie. So you can binge watch it over the weekend. And then just, chime in with your takeaways from the sessions as if it were live. I'll see those comments because Facebook will notify me of those comments, and so I'll see the comments. It may take me a minute to reply. If it requires, you're asking me a question or something, you want me to reply to it. But because I will be going back to work, I'm no longer on my I'm gonna call it a sabbatical because it was more than a vacation. It was more than just 1 week. So I went on a sabbatical, and I went on family leave to help out a family member, and I'm going to be going back to work. So to look at some of the comments and everything, it's going to take me a little while, not a little bit while. I don't know why I couldn't say that. A little while. But anyway, so the recap was because this challenge started on Monday. And so on Monday, we talked about everybody needs help sometimes. Um, and I told you about watching I told you this, some of the stories about watching a newborn, and posting when I posted during the pandemic, on my personal page, that I was not okay, and who replied, and that there were a lot of people that didn't. You know, um, there were there was a handful of people that didn't. Other people replied, the different ways that people replied, but they are my village. I generally don't. Um, I don't accept a lot of people on my personal page, the Single Moms Level Up page. You can go in, and I'll accept people there more often, because on my personal page it's just that, because I have people that I'm close to, and I don't want them. Um, I'm protective of them. I'm protective of them because I don't want them spammed. I don't want them, um, I don't want any shenanigans going on with them. I'm protective of my village. Um, so um, just know that, and I'm in there as new creation. That's my personal page, and then there's the Single Moms Level Up page. So you can reach out to me through the Single Moms Level Up page, because just know that I just don't accept a lot of people on my personal page, because that's how I keep up with my village that's back in California. Most of those are my California family friends, and then some of my family friends that are outside of the United States. That's how I keep in contact with them, and I'm very protective of them. So if you want to friend me or anything on Facebook, do so on the Single Moms Level Up Facebook page. So Tuesday we talked about a wing and a prayer, and we talked about me starting a new job and Head Start and all that. You'll have to go back and watch that to get the whole story on that, and see that session. And then Wednesday, we talked about a stress reliever, and how we can relieve stress from our lives as single moms, because single moms, we seem to carry a whole lot more of a load than moms that have husbands. And I understand that, and I hear that some husbands are not hands on. Some of them just work and provide the check or whatever. I don't know. I'm not married, so I can't speak to that. But I know that single moms hold a heavier load because it's all on us. But we need to have some way to relieve our stress. So then yesterday we talked about show yourself friendly. So we talked about growing our village, and because some people may not have a village at all or feel that you don't have a village. But when you look around and see the people that really are helping you, whether they know you personally or not, but also to show yourself friendly to the people that are helping you, and then you'll find out and gain new people in your village that are helping you. And mind you, helping you um, is not a monetary thing. It's not always a monetary thing. It may come, money may come through them, and money may not, but that's not the main purpose for it. The purpose is like an emotional support, somebody that's just friendly to you and gives you like heads up on some information or something that will help you to advance yourself, things of that sort. And the way that we come across that is by being friendly. And I told the story about how my mom taught me how to get new friends, and I told you that story, so you can watch that tomorrow from yesterday. That the replays there. So the replays, if you're looking for those, you can either go through the discussion and find them that way, or you could go to the guides tab at the top of the Facebook group page, and go to the guides, and it's all neatly set up there for you, so you know what's what, and what day the replay is. You can click done, so you know that you did it, because I know that we as single moms are busy. You might get interrupted and you don't remember where you left off at when you were watching it, so then you'll know, hey, that one's done, so you can go to the next one. So that you could do that. And then today we're talking about, and I didn't complete that sentence on purpose because I didn't want to get censored anywhere. But the subject for today is Captain Save a Hoe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not calling you a hoe. This is just a joke. That's just the entrance to what I'm about to say. So don't take this personally, because this is about me. It's about me, okay? It's about me, and it's about me sharing something with you guys. So I'm saying Captain Save a Hoe because for me and my single mom journey, there was a large part of it that I was waiting for somebody to save me. I was waiting for somebody to come along and help me and my kids to elevate, to live a fulfilled life, to take some of the financial burden off of me. I was looking for somebody to do that for me. I didn't care who it was, but I was looking for somebody to do that for me in a large part of my single mom journey. The beginning part, let me just say it, of my single mom journey. And I can't say I didn't care who it was, because I was looking for a particular person to do that. But they were helping me in one area, but tearing me down in other areas. So I had to let it go. I had to let it go. So here's the thing, and where this title comes from: the Captain Save a Hoe. The Captain Save a Hoe comes up because my mom, at one point, when I was still with my kid's dad, called me a slut. I was like, what? And she's like, and she said, you're being a slut. Now, she didn't call me a slut. She told me my actions were of being a slut. But of course, I heard, you're a slut, you know? And I was like, and slut, hoe, whatever, all in the same category. You know what I'm saying? And I was offended, but and just commenced to go doing what I was doing. And the fact that she didn't know how to communicate to me what it was that she was trying to say, um, uh, helps me to understand that she didn't know how to communicate that. I guess I don't know why she didn't communicate that very well. Maybe I didn't hear it. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I didn't hear it because I was so offended that I just blocked everything out. And maybe she did go into further detail about what she meant by that. I know she did point out the fact that I was sleeping with somebody that I wasn't married to. So that's why she was calling me a slut. It's true. It's true. I really can't get mad at that because it was true. I was, let me break it down. I was prostituting myself because I wasn't married to this man that I have kids with now. So I was prostituting myself, and I was like, wow. Once I came to terms with that recently, not recent. Well, no, I can't even say recently. I would say in the past 10 years, I've been, coming to terms with what that meant, and how I need to do things differently, and how I no longer sleep with people that I'm not married to. So if I'm not married to you, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm just saying, because I've learned my value. I've learned my value, and I understand that I'm more valuable than just somebody checking in and checking out with me. You know what I'm saying? Checking in like a motel and then checking out. That's not what we're doing. I realize that I need more than that. I deserve more than that, and I'm more valuable than that. Um, it takes more than just sex to really fulfill any type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? When it's outside of marriage, that's something that needs to stay in marriage, because the bond for that. I don't know what's happening to my screen right now. I think my system is trying to do a check, a security scan. Oh my gosh, cut it out. That's crazy that it's doing that right now. I just had to look and see if you guys could see that, but I need it to stop. Okay. So anyway, uh eventually I hope that square goes away. And you guys can't see it, thank God, so I'll just keep talking. But anyway, I've come to realize that I'm more valuable than that. I deserve better than that. I can be better than that. And I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place where I'm taking care of myself. And that's when you start to realize your values. When you start taking your care of yourself, self care, self love, and self education, and you start to realize and take better care of yourself, you start realizing, hey, I don't deserve to be treated like that. I don't deserve to be treated like a prostitute, you know. And some of us, we prostitute ourselves um, for not enough money, which is dumb, or for free. And that's ridiculous. And I'm not saying to prostitute yourself at all. I'm just saying prostitution is not cool. That's not cool. And that's the same thing as being a slut, a hoe, or whatever. But that I was pertaining to myself. I'm not calling any of the single moms these things. I'm talking about the story about myself and my mom and how she called me a slut. And how I came to terms with what she was trying to tell me. She was trying to tell me that I'm more valuable than that. So I came to, we're talking about finances here today on Friday, and we don't have to give up our bodies to get finances. That's what I'm also getting at there. We don't have to give up our bodies to be finances, not in in a sexual way at all. We can give people our services. That are through our knowledge, our services through our knowledge, and through the work that we can do for people through a workplace or through a side hustle where we're selling something and exhibiting whatever our gifts are that we have put into us, from some new skills that we might learn, from a stay-at-home job. I used to want to be a stay-at-home mom. This is before I had kids, and when I was younger. When I was a little kid, I actually dreamed about being a stay-at-home mom. Excuse me, being a stay-at-home mom. And then I realized that, oh, kids have to go to school and stuff. I was like, okay, well, and then I found out about homeschooling. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can homeschool. But then I realized that homeschooling requires a lot. It requires a lot of interaction and help from the parents. There's some requirements and things that we need to do as parents when you do single homeschooling. Um, but it's possible to be done. Because different circumstances and things come up. I mean, my daughter used to ask to be a she wanted to be an actress. And so she wanted to try out for commercials and things of that sort. But I told her, I said, hey, baby girl, right now I can't do that because it's just me. We have a household to take care of, and your brother. And so I didn't know how to manage that and how to navigate that to do that for her. So I've come across a homeschooling program, but it is according to whatever state you belong to. So it will let you choose, and it will pull up the curriculum for that state, and it is something that you could travel with. So that is possible to have that done. There's just some other things that I could have done that I wasn't aware of to support her dreams that she was wanting to be wanted to be an actress and to get into acting and things that I wasn't aware of. So if we have children that have some hopes and dreams of doing things, sports, football, soccer, whatever, or maybe even Olympics or something like that. I used to wonder, how do they do that? We can find some jobs that we can do. Work at home, and doesn't mean you have to be physically in your home. You can have a laptop and move all around the country, do a homeschooling at the same time. I thought that it was a particular program just for them, but homeschooling is available to everybody. So these are things that we can do to support our children, and especially if you want to be home, to have more of an input on what your children are learning. Um, and to do it in that way. My cousin and his wife did homeschooling. She worked part time, he worked a full time job, and she did the homeschooling, and they had homeschooling at home. But they added in, trips because of his job. He would be all over the world, and so they would go and meet him wherever he was being sent, and that would be part of their educational training, educational, field trips and things of that sort. I thought that was really cool. So that's how I got found out about homeschooling, and also found out how much you have to do and to be good and effective, because she was really good with homeschooling, because their oldest daughter ended up going back to school, due to some unfortunate circumstances. She went back to school like her junior year in high school, and ended up graduating in the top 4% of her class, and she went to Yale. She went to Yale. She got into Yale and graduated from Yale. So I was like, wow, homeschooling really works. So, with finances and things, jobs that you can do at home, I've come across some things for that I have on the resource guide that I'm gonna drop in the group. I'll also drop in the homeschooling um, uh, resource. I don't know why I couldn't think, but the homeschooling information and resource on the resource guide, I'll drop that on there too before I put it in the group. So I'll put that in there, and it's a really good program, and it's really easy. What it does is it's just the curriculum of whatever state you're in. So it doesn't have all the electives, but it does have some electives that are available. You just pay extra for them. And you do pay for this. This is not free. Um, but it's a small fee of like $35. I don't know if it's like that in every state, but it's $35 for the basics, and then you add extras on. But I'll put that in there. There is a trucking dispatching service. So right now, transportation is the hottest thing out there. They need people for as dispatchers. They need people to take loads. They need people to find drivers. So if you're resourceful and things of that sort, and finding things and finding people. Hey Ashley, thank you for joining and watching live. If you're resourceful in that way, and you've never met a stranger, and you're good at meeting people and stuff in places, um, that's a good business to get into. And it's this one guy, that's Alex, Good Energy, and he has a dispatching program that you can do and work from home. There is also there's also someone on this resource guide that her name is Penelope Lachon. She is a financial literacy coach, and you can uh, um, become a coach or a resource. Use that as become an agent and to become a coach, and teach people and learn about financial literacy through them. You could also go to her and have her to help you to increase your credit score and get things off of your credit, to clean up your credit. It's not scamish. It's a thing where you have to participate. It's not like you give it to her and she fixes it for you, but you got to participate and do some things for that. And she could help you to increase your credit score. You should hear her story. She was a married mom that was about to walk out. That was about to walk out because she, thought her marriage was over, and she was about to leave and everything, and found out that her credit score, and that everything was in his name because his credit was better than hers, and so she couldn't leave. And she found that information, and then of course the story turns around, and you gotta go and check her out. So I gave all these things, I have links to. So all these people I have links to. And as far as budgeting, for me, budgeting was like a bad word. It was a curse word. As a matter of fact, I was like, wow, budgeting. I was like, I don't want to be in a box. I don't want to be in a box. I don't want to have all these boundaries and everything, of what I can do and what I can't do, and this, that, whatever. And so I just found it very uncomfortable, didn't understand, and had a complete misunderstanding about what a budget is about, until I came across this couple called that go by His and Her Money. So his and her money, yes, it's a husband and wife team, but they help out single people as well. And the way that they talked about it, and I was like, oh, and I watched a lot of their YouTube videos, just like in 2019, towards the end of 2019, and had even joined their group, um, which was doing financial literacy. And so I had joined them in January of 2020, and then everything shut down. But the information that they gave to me in that year that I was with them, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I was like, it was so simple and I understood it. I understood how it worked. And for me, if I don't understand how it worked, then I don't know that I need it. I don't know that I need it. And obviously I'm not going to properly use it. And I'm going to have my own opinion about something because I don't completely understand how to use it. So, budgeting is a way of managing and telling your money what to do and how what to do and to do these things for you. um I didn't get it for some reason. I got the basics of it, but then I realized I didn't have financial literacy at all once I went through that whole year with them, with the financial advice that they gave and the people that they brought in that were certified and CPAs and all that stuff, and some budgeting tips and ideas. So I put a lot of links in there for that, for them, for his and her university, and for there's Budgetnista as well. I don't think I have her on my list now that I think about it, but there's a Budgetnista, which is she was a teacher. She wasn't a single parent, but she was a teacher, and she saved a large thousands of dollars on a $30,000 teacher's budget, a teacher's salary, and so she had a huge saving on a teacher's salary. And then there is um, Smart Money Mamas. So she used to be a hedge fund um, financial manager, and was dealing with multi-million dollar contracts. And now she is doing and has been doing this thing with Smart Money Mamas, speaking to us women as in a way that we don't feel degraded or stupid. Because a lot of men want to talk to you on all these big words and whatever else, and we feel kind of stupid and kind of intimidated sometimes when they start talking about money. They're not speaking to us in a way that we understand, and the way that we understand is different from how men understand. And so she breaks that down, and she introduced me to a lot of things. She used to have a summit. I think she just started it back up. I missed it, I think, this year, because she just started it back up this year. But she has a summit that comes and happens once a year, and she brings about 40 women. They're not all necessarily single. They're not. Some of them are married, some of them are single, some of them are not. But she introduced all these people that have these tools that we could use to become better educated in our finances. So to be educated in our finances, and so I have her on there. Um, there is one girl, and I just came across her, and she put out on Instagram. She put out 100 envelope challenge. So I totally missed her name. It was on the reels, and I got sidetracked while I was looking through that, and saw that and was like, wow, that's a really good thing. But it was a way to save $6,000. So let me tell you real quick, because I know we're running out of time. So this is what it is you get 100 envelopes, and each envelope you number it from 1 to 100. Put them in a box, and you could fold it up and put them in a box, and pull out an envelope every time you get paid, and put in whatever whatever amount of money that number envelope is. So if it's a 1, you put $1 in there. If it's a 10, you put $10 in there. And you do that until you get through all the 100 envelopes. And when you're done with the 100 envelopes, you will have $6,000 saved. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's like genius, you know? Um, um, and you can always break that down even further. She's like, you could do that every payday, every week, however you want to do that. Every time you get some extra money, you could do that. But I was like, that's good. So I'm going to try that. Um, I'm going to try that, the 100 envelope challenge, savings challenge. So I'm going to put, I don't know her information. I apologize, but I wanted to give that to you because I think it's a good idea for savings. That's a I like that idea for savings. So I'll put that on the resource guide as well, and the resource guide I'll drop in the discussion for you, and I'll pin it to the top in the featured. Well, actually, oh my gosh, I'll put it in the discussion guide for you, so you can find it in the discussion of the Single Moms Club. If you're not part of the Single Moms Club and you're watching from the Single Moms Level Up YouTube page, come join the Single Moms Club. You get way more information. You get access to things that you don't have access to on the Single Moms Level Up channel. Single Moms Level Up channel. Is new to us. We have been streaming for a few months now to the Single Moms Level Up channel, YouTube channel. But come join the Single Moms Club. You get some extra perks in that. You also get the opportunity to win a Single Moms Queen Kit through being contributing to the conversation, telling us what your takeaways are, hitting a like, hey, I like this session, hitting thumbs up and all that, sharing and inviting other single moms to join the club as well. That also puts you in the running to win that too. So like I said, on Tuesday I will be announcing the single mom that is the winner of the kit, the Single Mom Queen Kit for this month. And I showed that to you on day one. I showed you what was in that kit. So if you want to see that, go back and watch that replay. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. So you guys got the weekend to do some catch up if you want to. If this is your first time catching this live, the replays are available again under the guide section in the Single Moms Club. If you go under the guide section, it's all neatly laid out there for you. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be there. And then if you're watching on the Single Moms Level Up YouTube page, then of course they'll be listed there. You can go ahead and watch the replays as well. But mind you, if you're on the YouTube page, you don't qualify to win that Queen Kit. You need to be in the Single Moms Club to do that, which is on Facebook. But yeah, that's it, y'all. The challenge is over. And just like challenges in life, these challenges that we run through the Single Moms Club, they come and they go. It's a short period of time where we learn some new information. We implement those things. We write them down. And start doing some changing our patterns and our habits, and then we realize what our worth is. We realize what our worth is. We change our mindsets and leveling up and going from just struggling to CEO in every area of our lives through self-love, self-care, and self-education. So hashtag Single Moms Level Up. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on Tuesday for the giveaway. Much love. Bye. Thanks for watching live, and thanks for watching the replays and sharing. This has been fun, y'all. I learned at the same time that you guys are learning through these live sessions, and I enjoy them very much. I hope you do too.